The winner gets a trip to sunny Arizona for Super Bowl 57. The AFC title game is underway.
Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Matt Milano in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. To throw is Jackson. And right away he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. And on a stage of this magnitude, the conference championship, so many early game jitters can happen, so that scores a big relief to a coach.
Yeah, no one wants to mention that in the locker room before the game. No one says, hey, listen, don't fumble or don't do this because you don't want negative thoughts. That's why getting off to a good start is so huge for everyone. The first score in the conference title game, massive.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
James Prochet to return it.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
So after the INT, it's Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
To the air, Allen eluding the pressure right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4.
2nd and 6.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to pump the ball, they've done so with that first run.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done.
So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama, and was inquiring about him and his skills. They say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
From the 38, Jackson forced out to his left. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Rashad Bateman from 4 yards out, and the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. These two teams all tied after one. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. It's caught by Davis. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big gain there for the Bills. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
On play action, Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship, 3rd and goal.
Quick throw here by Allen, complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
The kick by Bass is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. From the 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Jackson steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Gregory Rousseau
able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Allen off the play fake. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play here for Buffalo. Allen now looks to throw. Flushed out right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Touchdown! It's complete. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Bills 17, Ravens 7.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From the 10.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 36, Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try?
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on second and long. Jackson.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's second and 10.
Jackson will throw again. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown.
Well, for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, you know, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission.
Fighting through. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first down, Allen. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Escaping the pressure right. Finding Knox there, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know this.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 64 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They go play action now. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is taken in at the 5. And in for the Ravens touchdown. He's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And I tell you, from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's-eye view of that throw, and it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me, the arm strength of these guys.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Buying time to his left. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Ravens are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You've got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cooper. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver able to drop him for a loss of a couple. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And some room to maneuver. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 36 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead here now in the 4th quarter of this championship game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a return from deep in the end zone. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. A field goal would tie the game. A touchdown, of course, gives them the lead. Boy, the drama intensifying on every single play with a super. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson flushed out right. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession gigantic. Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Allen now on first down. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Throwing on first down is Allen. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Again, they'll throw with Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox, 38 yards. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the fourth quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
145 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They go play action with Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
On first down, Dobbins. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On second down, a run with Dobbins.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
third down, here's Dobbins. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. Really a great season. Not a lot to hang their head about.
Not at all. And, you know, the winning side is so ecstatic. They're going to the Super Bowl. But for the guys that we're talking about, they've got to figure out how it's going to go next year. Are they going to be motivated by this loss? Or will this loss linger and really make them, make it tough for them to come out of the gate strong next year? Only time will tell. But they've got to find a way to use this loss and use it as motivation.